Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's your hosts Ian.
Hello.
And Gary. And today we're going to talk about the 2010 Tekken adaptation of the video game, which first came out in 1994. Tekken was one of the alternative fighting games to the likes of Dead or Alive, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. Tekken, for me, I was introduced on the PlayStation and it was very pretty to look at. I mean, given today, they look quite ugly. They look like boxes and cylinders with brightly colours. But the fighting mechanic was there. There was lots of combos and lots of grab maneuvers and a lot of different fighter types that I'd not seen in any of the other fighting games.
Yeah.
We had characters like Paul Phoenix, who had the most ridiculous haircut. You had the Bruce Lee clone, Martial Law.
Yeah.
You also had giant robots like Jack. And then, of course, you had your traditional Japanese schoolgirl type characters amongst a plethora of very interesting characters. It's a very Japanese video game, and there's a core story throughout all of the Tekken games, 1 through 6, that follows the Mishima family. Mainly Kazuya and Heihachi, and sort of the dubious plots that they get involved in. There's the most iconic imagery, I think, is when you just leave the game on its own and you see the cutscene of Kazuya's body being thrown into the volcano and Heihachi walking away. There's also lots of gene splicing, and there's the devil and angel representations. There's also some bizarre characters like boxing kangaroos and boxing velociraptors. There's also like characters like Yoshimitsu, where he kind of looks like an undead samurai creature. Ninja? Yeah. And like I said, there's a main story that flows through all of these games, and I've got to say that by the 6th iteration of the story, it was so convoluted and dreadful that it was a chore to get through those story parts. Tekken, much like Mortal Kombat, tried to incorporate sort of an RPG sort of element to the game, where you had to go through these various stages and interact with various characters in order to advance the plot forward. Mortal Kombat did that very well. Tekken, unfortunately, just dropped the ball on that, and it was painful to play, and it was still maybe a welcome distraction from just actually playing the fighting. But the story, like I said, was really bizarre. It wasn't very intuitive as to what was going on, even if you had prior knowledge of the other games. And that was because it was oversaturated in the amount of characters that it had. And a lot of the characters didn't really have any interaction with the main storyline whatsoever. There were characters that would ride a giant panda to school. There were characters that their ending animations would just be them in a shower. It was so bizarre. I mean, there's even a cutscene with Heihachi walking around in a thong serving drinks. It's just like insane Japanese visuals, but it was goofy and it was funny and it was a nice balance to the stupidity of the complicated story and of the idea of this Iron Fist Tekken tournament. But Ian, why don't you give us the synopsis for the video game adaptation of Tekken?
No. I fucking hate this film. This film is a fucking giant piss stain on the fucking legacy of Tekken. This film should not be even discussed. I'm sorry, I can't.
Well, straight from the get-go, when the movie opens up, you're instantly unaware of the film's setting. It's set in sort of the future, and we follow Jin's character, who's sort of doing a courier job service, and we get the setup that this crappy post-apocalyptic future is being run by the Tekken company. That's your first problem right there. And we have Heihachi, who is controlling the world through power and holding these tournaments so that power could be shared with the victor. It gets really complicated, and unnecessarily so, because as a video game player, and if you know the stories, you already know who Jin is and who Kazama is and who Heihachi is, and you have to spend the first 45 minutes of this film just trying to get to these characters having those revelations, which the film isn't even really about. So going into this even if you were going into this film as a casual viewer who had no understanding of the games, you're still going to figure that out almost straight away. It's just the most fundamental basics of storytelling, and I think one of the big problems comes from the director, Dwight Little, I think his name is, and he directed such classics as Free Willy 2, numerous episodes of Prison Break. He did do a couple of episodes of 24, and he did also do Halloween 4. But he directed Tekken, and it just doesn't work. We've seen all of these other video game to movie adaptations outside of just the fighting genre, and what he's tried to do here with the Tekken movie is take it too seriously. Dead or Alive served its purpose because it was ultra trashy campness, and so it didn't really have much, to work with, which was fine. But the Tekken universe has a plethora of stories and characters that were quite interesting, and most of those characters are really piss poorly represented in this film, or they don't even appear in it.
This fucking film, he fucking calls it Tekken. Fucking Tekken. It's not. It's fucking Tekken 3. You're fucking following Jin Kazama after his mum gets killed, trying to fucking hunt down and destroy Heihachi Mishima, who is in control of the fucking Tekken company. The fucking Tekken company! His fucking son, Kazuo Mishima, just fucking licks Heihachi's ass all the way through the film. Oh, Dad, can I be in charge? No, son. Oh, I'm gonna go off and have sex with 3 fucking prostitutes. A really unneeded fucking sex sequence.
Tekken should be mine now.
Jin gets pulled off by some fucking nameless pussy. He feeds her fucking chocolate. She's gonna have sex with him in the middle of the fucking alleyway. His mum gets blown up. And the whole fucking Heihachi Corporation is like, everybody, we're looking for Jin Kazama. What does Jin do? He goes to fucking Luke Goss, who plays Steve Fox, and says, hey, can I be in the Tekken tournament? And Heihachi and Kazuya fucking watch him. They fucking sit there and watch him fight. A fucking poor representation of martial law. Martial law looks like he lost the last fucking Tekken tournament, went to McDonald's and just fucking gorged himself. Fucking made himself twice as large. You already know Jin's gonna fucking win because he's the fucking main character. So there's no point watching this fucking shitty edited fight sequence where they just fucking slap each other all over the place and he just learns a lesson halfway through. Oh, Jin, block this move and you win. Okay, Mum. Bang! He then goes into the fucking Iron Fist tournament and Kazuya's like, he looks familiar. Maybe I'll do a DNA test. But first, I'm going to fucking set everything up so he fucking loses. I'm going to fucking pay Brian Fury to fucking kill Jin. And then I'm going to send Yoshimitsu to kill Jin. Why? Why the fuck would you pay one guy and then send somebody else in to fucking kill him?
And he's going to send in Anna and Nina Williams.
Oh, fucking Anna and Nina Williams. They're there. They're a fucking pair of fucking stupid assassins. They barely have a fight. Anna disappears halfway through the fucking film. Jin, who's managed to beat the shit out of some fucking stupid asshole from Tekken 6, fucking beats the shit out of him and then gets taken down by 2 women clad as ninjas. Oh god, Christy's got to come along and fucking... Fucking Christy. There's a fucking sequence where they go to a club and they gyrate with each other. I sat there thinking, hold on a minute, I thought Jin had that girlfriend outside the tournament. Oh, maybe there'll be a conflicted thing later on so that the two of them can be like, oh, Jin, who do you love? No, Jin just fucking does what he wants. He just fucking walks off. This just... Raven from Tekken 4, Tekken 5. This fucking black-clad ninja cross between Blade and fucking Dennis Rodman comes running out like, hey everybody, look at me, I'm fucking awesome, and has a fight with Eddie Gordo, beats the fucking shit out of each other. There's fatalities in this fucking fatalities.
Fatality.
This fucking film.
What do you expect with Shang Tsung turning up, running Iron Fist?
What, the fucking silver-haired hamster? He's a fucking...
Have you not seen him in Space Rangers? My biggest problem with the Jin character came right at the beginning of the movie, where we're already seeing this sort of oppressive society that exists in this universe, and he is being asked to go and help with this sort of rebels that want to overthrow the corporation, and he's just like, no, I'm not going to help you. And they're like, but come on, you've got one of the best fighting styles we've ever seen, help us overthrow the company. He's just like, no, not interested, fuck you guys. And then he goes home and his mum's killed, and then he's just like, right, I'm going to go and take down the corporation.
And what did anyone do about it? Nothing. What does anyone ever do about it? Nothing. He's gonna pay for what he has done.
And he's just like, but no one else is going to do it unless I do it. And I'm like, you've just been surrounded by people that are trying to do it, and now just because that's happened, now it's your destiny to do it.
The fucking opening montage where they're telling the backstory of the terror wars. You know, all these wars that happened and forced everybody into these little company-controlled cities. There's a sequence from Godzilla they stole, and there's a sequence from John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars they stole. I saw both these sequences, rewound the film and watched them again, and just wanted to vomit. I couldn't believe what the fuck I was seeing. Then you fucking watch Jin running around trying to be a fucking rebel. He's being chased by Jax. Jax in the game are giant, Arnie-looking cyborg motherfuckers with huge fucking hands. What are they in this film? Guys in samurai-esque armor with machine guns.
They look like Shredder's foot soldiers.
This fucking film only gets worse. If you're a Tekken fan, just stop watching. You shouldn't even be watching this review. This film is so fucking bad. I can't even bring myself. But the film builds up to Jin fighting his way, obviously, because you know he's going to win through all these different guys, killing Yoshimitsu and fucking beating the shit out of Miguel and fucking whatnot. And then Kazuya takes over. Oh, Dad, you gave me control of the security forces. I'm going to arrest you now. I'm going to arrest you, and I'm going to arrest everybody else, and I'm going to force them to fight to the death. Why? Because I want to be in charge. Moralistically, I want more money. Kazuya, what the fuck? You're supposed to be fighting against your father because he threw you off a fucking cliff and you have this devil gene inside you. But no, you want more money. You want more whores. You just want all this fucking shit to yourself. Fuck the fucking tournament. Fuck the fucking company. Who gives a fuck? They fucking dragged them all off. And then, the fucking, they find them. They find Jin, Steve, and Christy in this underground hideout with Heihachi. And Steve gets shot. Steve Fox gets shot. My favourite character from Tekken 4, the British boxer. The fucking British boxer who is the son of Nina Williams. You've got Nina Williams stood there on one side of the fucking fight ring, and you've got Steve Fox over there. Neither of them are like, oh, we're not related. Not in this fucking universe. Not in...
Again, it's another case of the filmmakers just looking at the skin of whatever they're adapting and not bothering to invest into the material that exists within it.
No, what they did was if Tekken was a person, they lured this person off to a dark alley, sat them down, got them to close their eyes, and then fucking skinned them slowly. That's what it's like to watch this fucking film. Just the fucking thought that this film even exists. I'd watch anything other than this fucking film. I beg you, if you think, oh no, it's not that bad, he's just ranting and raving, I'll fucking leave whatever comments over it. You go right ahead, but watch Tekken first. Fucking play Tekken and then watch the film, because it is
Well, that is the fact that they tried to make this film like as if it was in a real world, because obviously all of the things that happen in the Tekken games are so bizarre that they couldn't exist in reality. So within this film, so grounding it in that, the film basically serves only to have the spectacle of this gladiatorial arena style fighting, where we have the brightly coloured backgrounds of the random stage selections where the ground sort of changes. And so we get all of these stage arenas all in one location.
Fuck off. Fuck do they? They fucking stick all the characters' fucking pictures up on this big giant
It's like
TV,
the character
like a
select
random
on
select.
random.
And then they go, oh, this is the level you're on. We're going to get some prosthetic rocks and put them on the fucking level that you're on and get you to fight. Fuck off. It's not even fucking holographic. It's fucking styrofoam trees and rocks. Let's just take those off and put a couple of other trees on there, and then you guys can fight.
It's also amazing how quickly the sets change between the fights. But the movie was there basically to show in the flesh these characters fighting each other, because unlike most of the other fighting games other than Mortal Kombat, it is a tournament, so it's a knockout stage. So we get to watch these characters one-on-one fighting each other, and for me it was partially like when you give up on the video game, you put the controller down and you just watch the computer fight the computer, and you're just like,
no.
You know, just so you see all these moves being performed.
No.
Watching the movie, that was what it was like for me. I was just like, any fight not involving Jin, I was curious to see which one would win. And it was pretty obvious after a while it was any character that had more than 3 seconds of screen time prior to the fight. Some of the fight scenes were okay. They were okay, but that was only down to the editing. Everything else about it was terrible. Even the continuity of the fights were terrible, where the characters' gloves would appear or disappear. Scars would appear in different parts of their bodies. Blood would appear on the ground before the characters would land there. It was enough just to take you out of the fight and of the believability of it. I thought some of the fights were a little bit more raw than perhaps the skilled dances of like Dead or Alive.
Which one?
And it was the fact that there was blood in this movie. And so some of the fights were a bit more gratuitous. However, it was still pretty flat as an experience. This film, for me, I would not say it's as awful as you are saying. It is just so mediocre that it is offensive.
This film is a fucking travesty. If you are a fucking Tekken fan, no one should ever own this film. The only time you would ever own this piece of shit is if you had Street Fighter as well, and Mortal Kombat, and Dead or Alive, and Silent Hill, and Doom, and all those other fucking shitty film adaptations. Any film. The fight sequences were quick cut, quick cut, quick cut, quick cut. It's just fucking jump, 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 jump. Stop, we'll rearrange the fucking scenery so that we can fucking make that rock look a little bit bigger for the fucking stage select. There was just fucking so... You took the characters of Tekken 3 and tried to build the story of Jin Kazama. Why? By this point, you know Jin Kazama is going to win. He's the fucking hero all the way through Tekken 3. So, of course, he's going to fucking win. You should have just stuck with the Kazuya Heihachi story. But no, you couldn't. Why would you want to fucking describe a story from 1994? Because it fucking makes sense. It fucking makes sense. A lot more than fucking Christy. Christy, who was trained by Eddie Gordo in the Tekken games, was trained by her father and happened to go to college, and now she wants to fight in the Iron Fist tournament. Just for a laugh. You know, Jin's like, but my mum's died. Everybody's got to let me win. And everyone's like, you've got it inside you, Jin. Yeah, you know what you've got inside you? The fucking director's big dick. There's no devil gene in this film. The only part that you even get suggested that there might be a devil gene inside Jin is when he sits down and fucking Dennis Rodman comes over, sits next to him and goes, I saw you fight Miguel. That was angry. I'm like, fuck you. fuck you, Raven. Fuck you, Jin. Fuck you, Heihachi. I felt so bad for the people in this film, thinking how much I fucking hated them. Why? You just watch anything. This film is like sitting for a saw trap.
And it's only an hour and 20 minutes. It is a grueling experience to get through. It's, like I said, it's just very mediocre because the premise of the movie of the Tekken tournament ends halfway through. So we don't even get to follow the rest of the tournament. Other fighters just disappear from the movie entirely, and other characters that we would hope to see in there just are not there. We get ridiculous scenes where Kazuya captures all of the other fighters and puts them in this piss poorly secured area and walks off. And I'm like, you do realise that these are the best fighters in your universe, and you've got them all together, and you've got like 3 guards on them. You fucking idiot. It's like, before he even gets to like the next room that he's going to, they've already broken out and killed so many guys, and then he's just like, he just stares off like, what? And then, of course, we get to Steve Fox there. We get into a firefight. And I'm like, okay, given there are firefights in Tekken, there's lots of shooting.
It's not Tekken Force, though.
It's not.
It's not Tekken Force. That's the mode in Tekken Force. You know, you get guys with machine guns. It's not that. It's supposed to be the Tekken tournament.
And then, of course, a bit of a spoiler, but that character gets shot to pieces. And just to point out the terrible continuity, we see the spray of bullets go across him. And we see him, it looks like, oh, he just got shot in the arm. He's going to be okay. Camera cuts away and it cuts back and he's bleeding from his chest after the bullets have fired. And so we get to sort of near the end of the movie. It's become so formulaic, so generic, that you're just kind of just waiting for it to happen. And of course we get Jin and Kazuya in a special sort of extra boss fight, just like the video games.
With weapons.
With weapons, yeah, just like the video games. And it ends exactly how you imagined it would be. And of course, the film sort of alludes to the idea that they're going to get a sequel. There's even a credit stinger.
I am Mishima Heihachi. I am Tekken.
Oh, God, I hate that.
Well, the film has, it had a very mediocre budget, and I don't think it even made that back. It was a straight-to-DVD release. Unlike all of the other adaptations, this was straight-to-DVD. And I think you can kind of know that the film was bad because the only place it did get a theatrical release was in Japan, and it bombed. When the Japanese video game movie bombs in Japan, you know there's something seriously wrong with this movie. I think my favourite sequence in the movie has got to be Christie's ass.
Staring at my ass is a good way to get yours kicked. I'd keep my head in the game if I were you.
Ian?
I didn't even enjoy that. I'm trying to think. I'm going to think for a second. Nope. I'm not even fucking giving this film a favourite scene. Possibly the credit sequence. Maybe turning my DVD player off. You know. Oh, my favourite scene was after, when I caught a sequence of The Thing. That's how I felt. I was like, wow, this is better.
I don't recommend you watch Tekken. I really don't. If anything, it would be a rental, only just so that you could say that you have seen it, just like you've now seen all of the other movies of its type. If you're a fan of the video games, you would have already gone and seen the movie or checked it out. But interestingly, there's very few people that you can ever have a conversation with that have ever said they've actually seen Tekken. They've always heard of it, but never actually watched it. Now I know why. Ian?
I don't recommend Tekken.
Really?
Ever. Do not ever look at this film. Watch it. Do not pick it up. If you happen to see a copy of it somewhere, take it outside and smash it. Fucking pay the person money. Take it outside. Break it in half. Because if you sit down and watch this fucking giant turd, you will want to kill yourself. If you're a Tekken fan and you have any thought that you enjoy the Tekken series, this film will make you just want to fucking kill everybody. At the end of this film, I felt so drained. I wanted to vomit all the way through. I just wanted to take my DVD player and smash my TV for even fucking seeing this thing on TV. I cannot vouch any other film, any other film, Serbian movie, Saw, Jaws, Terminator, fucking Predators, fucking Hannah Montana. Go watch a fucking Hannah Montana movie. Go watch SpongeBob SquarePants. Watch the Lego movie over and over again. Watch a film underwater while trying to hold your breath for that long period of time. Watch the fucking Lord of the Rings movies backwards in fucking Cantonese. Do not fucking watch this film.
Thanks for watching Off the Shelf Reviews.
Define your meaning of war. To me, it's what we do when we're bored. I feel the heat coming off of the blacktop, and it makes me want it more. Because I'm hyped up, out of control. If it's a fight, I'm ready to go. I wouldn't put my money on the other guy. If you know what I know that I know. It's been a long time. I am Mishima Heihachi.